Okay, so sometimes we look for these, massive changes in how we approach behavior, but
Uh,
maybe the simple tools are hiding in plain sight.
that's often the case, yeah.
I've been reading about token economies, and honestly, they sound a bit like something from a kid's chore chart at first, but they're actually a serious tool in behavioral psychology.
Oh, definitely. Way more sophisticated than just star charts, though the principle is related.
Right. So that's what we're diving into. We've got some sources, and the mission is to figure out, what are these things? How do they work? Where do you see them? The upsides, the downsides, the whole picture.
Okay, let's break it down. So imagine you want someone to do a specific thing more often.
Yeah.
When they do it, you immediately give them something tangible, like a point, a sticker, a poker chip, some kind of token.
Okay, instant feedback.
Exactly. And the crucial part is these tokens aren't the real reward. They can be saved up and then traded in later for things the person actually wants. Privileges, items, activity.
Ah, so it's a two-step process. Earn the token, then spend the token.
Precisely. It's an economy, a system of earning and exchange.
And our sources mention these aren't just theoretical ideas, right? They're used out there in the real world.
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah.
You see them a lot in schools, for instance. Managing classroom behavior, encouraging kids to get work done.
Makes sense. Any other places?
Sure. Therapeutic settings are common. Helping people maybe with developmental disabilities or mental health challenges work towards specific behavioral goals. Also, sometimes in correctional facilities or other places needing clear structure.
So you target a specific action, they do it, they get a token. How does the whole reward side work? How do you set that up?
Well, that's where the planning comes in. You need to be really clear about which behaviors earn tokens. They need to be observable, measurable,
Right? No guessing.
no guessing. And then you create a sort of menu of rewards. These are called backup reinforcers. Things the person or group actually finds motivating. Could be small things, could be bigger things.
And they buy them with their tokens.
Exactly. The token becomes the bridge between the action and the eventual desired reward.
It sounds very much like, well, conditioning. Our sources link this to operant conditioning, yeah.
Absolutely. At its core, a token economy is a really practical application of positive reinforcement. You do the desired behavior, something good happens, you get a token, which leads to other good things.
And that makes the behavior more likely to happen again.
That's the principle. Consistent reinforcement strengthens that behavioral pathway.
So what are the big advantages? Why use this system?
Well, one major benefit is just how clear it is. Everyone knows the rules, knows what behavior is expected, and knows what they get for it. Very direct feedback.
Okay, clarity's good.
And the tokens themselves being tangible, they can be really motivating. It's something you can see, count, track your progress with. It just provides a very structured framework.
But it can't be all positive, surely. Our sources must mention some challenges or maybe ethical things to think about.
Yeah, there are definitely considerations. One big one is choosing the right rewards. They have to be genuinely motivating for the individuals involved, not just what the person running the system thinks should be motivating.
Right, you can't just offer broccoli as a reward if the kid hates broccoli.
Exactly. And then there's the issue of phasing it out. The goal usually isn't to keep someone on a token system forever. So how do you transition away from it so the behavior sticks without the tokens? That needs careful planning.
That makes sense. How does this compare to just, say, praising someone or giving a reward directly? What's special about the token part?
The token acts as an intermediary, like you said. It allows for a delay between the behavior and the ultimate reward, which can help teach delayed gratification.
Ah, okay.
Plus, because tokens can be exchanged for a variety of things, it kind of prevents the reward from getting stale. One day you might want extra free time, another day a small snack. The token covers both.
Our sources mention primary versus secondary reinforcers too. Where do tokens fit?
Okay, so primary reinforcers are things we naturally find rewarding, like food, water, warmth,
Yeah.
basic biological stuff.
Got it.
Secondary reinforcers are things that become rewarding because they're associated with primary ones or other established rewards. Money is a classic example. Tokens are secondary reinforcers.
Because the token itself isn't useful, only what it gets you.
Exactly. Its value comes from that association, that exchange power.
It makes you wonder, could you adapt these ideas for, like, personal goals or even just within a family, less formally?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The core principles: identify what you want to do, track it, reward yourself consistently.
Yeah.
You can definitely apply those in simpler ways, maybe not a formal token system, but the idea of reinforcement for desired actions. Very adaptable.
And the research backs this up. Our sources suggest these systems do work.
Yeah. Generally, the evidence shows that when they're designed and implemented well, token economies can be effective for changing behavior in various settings and with different groups.
Okay, cool. So wrapping this up, the main takeaway seems to be that token economies are these structured systems using tangible tokens as immediate reinforcement. Tokens get exchanged for desired rewards. It's all based on operant conditioning principles. And while they have clear benefits like structure and motivation, you need to think about things like reward choice and fading the system out.
That sums it up nicely. It's a structured way to leverage reinforcement.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you listening. We've talked about how these explicit, tangible reward systems work in schools or therapy. But think about your own life. Are there more subtle token economies operating? Maybe loyalty points, social media likes, even just praise at work. How might recognizing those hidden systems influence your own actions and what motivates you?